Yeah, I'm playing your girl now, QB. She'll give you quite a sting.
Oh yeah, baby.
She's buzzing all around you, baby.
I'm buzzing around her hive. You catch my drift.
Careful, Doss. Pollinating comes later.
I mean, they can. Fun comes now.
Let's see. If I can remember my QB bullshit. Before I go to the... like, there's a stinger. Because literally, that stinger move is like the most annoying thing to try and get to... well, generally just get caught by. Because...
well, getting back on our roster BS is like, alright, so if Capcom wanted to sit there and fucking roll out with no Darkstalkers game, and they sit there and wanted to like, oh, well, it's like, let's have some characters crossover into this game from like our other Capcom series that we already own. Like, there's two that stand out in my mind that could easily fucking come in. Fucking, like, you don't even have to fucking, like, change their backstories. Like, at all. So, first one being Dante.
yes!
100%. Fucking just roll Dante in, fucking give him fucking, like, updated sprite, or fucking just rip the shit from Ultimate Marvel. Call it a day. It's like, you...
depending on now... hell, they have their own engine now.
Yeah. You really don't even have to fucking, like, do that much different. You know, it's like a viable character. Fucking add in a super or two and call it a day.
Hell, if you want to get into DLC range territory, here comes Virgil. Or Trish, or Lady, or whomever.
No, I would double dip on fucking, like,
DMC character?
Yeah.
For what? DLC, if you want to do like that later down the line.
That's what I was referencing. It's like, what I'm talking about is DLC. Because, like, you know,
not main roster.
Right, these are not main roster. This is, what I'm talking about is strictly DLC stuff. So Dante would be the first DLC character. The second one would be Arthur. Yep.
Or Arthur's Descendant, or whichever. Because there is a... yeah, because there was a different one with Maximo. I would say it's basically Ghosts and Goblins, but in a later timeline.
Alright. But yeah, no, it's like, you could run both those characters, zero change, and they would fit right in the roster.
Yeah. Basically just have more Dark Hunters to go against the Darkstalkers.
Right. And then I would turn around and it's like, I would probably add in another Darkstalker, if you will. Because there's so much you can go from, kind of thing.
Hell, this whole thing's just a play on various movie monster tropes from Universal Studios. Hell, this game was created until they got rejected, like, for the idea, like, oh, what about, like, oh, how about a fighting game with all the movie monsters and all that? So, like, sure, no. They got rejected by Universal Studios, specifically. Yeah. And then they just Capcom went and made the game anyway, with their own kind of caveat of stuff.
Well, I mean, and if we're talking like full mystical basis, is like, you know, there's other characters that could be introduced fucking to follow in fucking suit, if you will. Like, for instance, is like, you know, you could probably argue is that you could have a dragon character.
I would like that. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I can't figure why.
Shut the fuck up. I know. Man, you know what I'm about.
And you know what I'm about. As a guy who had to sit there and fucking yell at people, is like, no, I'm not talking about Draco Malfoy, you dumb fucks.
Damn freaking ball of honey. Gooey thing of honey. Yeah. Damn it.
And honestly, I like Capcom's designs more than Universal's. I mean, that's not hard. Like, a lot of Universal's
really isn't.
Like, designs haven't really changed or haven't really aged well, is the thing.
They're essentially people in suit to do a thing. Hell, Lilith herself was almost not a succubus. She was almost turned into a complete angel, representing all the good and purity that was in Morgan. But unfortunately, they said, oh, there's probably too many angels in fighting games at the time. Like, no, there's next to no angel characters in fighting games. I can count like 3.
If you ever come by my streams, I'll show this game I'm working on as a playable character in it. Playable dragon character in it.
You have my attention.
Like, yeah, and it's like, you know, I'm fair in the fucking sense where it's like, oh, it's like, you know, I'll follow, kind of thing.
I will follow when there's a follow do, sure, yeah, that's fair enough.
Exactly.
I'll be fair.
Yeah, I'm down. But,
My fingers are a little bit busy right now.
Yeah, we're a bit tied up. I was like, no, I'm legit serious. Well, yeah, and I was like, I'll follow for follow kind of thing. I'm down.
Facts. Facts.
Drop the wolf, you're gonna have to be a little bit more swift when you say no kidding.
The guy in suit for Universal Studios. Yeah, when you were talking about the how their characters for their Universal Studio movie monsters, and that's what he was going on about.
DM me when you're done, and I'll send you a link to a video of it, and link if you want to play it.
Here. Okay.
We have a Discord if you want to meet us there, and that will be an easiest way to send DMs one way or the other.
Indeed.
Also, that was a reference to Lilith being an angel. Okay.
Ah. Yeah, her original design was her being an angel character. Woo.
Yeah.
Haha.
There's a whole breakdown about this that fucking... Oh, there's Joe. Phil Coleman.
Yes. One of us. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Now, QB's story is like more concerning. It's simple. She's just looking for more food for her hive. That's literally it. Anybody she beats in combat, she just keeps just dragging.
Of the hive, yeah.
Yeah, anybody she beats in sort of combat, whether they're DOA, she just drags them to the hive and you get eaten by everything.
I like you say that. Now I just sit there and like think of the EDF fucking like running her down.
EDF! But let me properly point out, those things on the side of her head, those are her actual eyes, not the ones that you see on her would-be face. All that is just mouth that actually grotesquely opens up.
Yes, I'm aware.
And I still...
where the whole face comes off. Yes, I got it.
I didn't say comes off, it opens up.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Docs will still tongue kiss that.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the I don't care category on that one. But anyway, but yeah, no, there was a lot of fucking weird designs. Fucking, God, what was it? Felicia was actually supposed to be the vampire character.
No. Felicia was actually going to be a. She's essentially was going to be a character that can turn into a cat freely, in like one of her moves.
No, not according to the original thing.
You might think you're talking about Morgan.
I might be.
Because like Morgan ended up looking like someone from Devilman.
Yeah.
In one of her designs.
Like it was kind of drastic. Like there's videos that can be fucking linked, and I might actually just do it on the fucking thing just for the sake of context here.
On the YouTube video?
Yeah, the YouTube videos you sent me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, you know, the difference of, you know, what was originally planned and what they actually did is fucking kind of bewildering. It's like, I get it, I see the natural evolution, I do. But it is a stark difference from what it fucking started out as.
Yeah, because in one of them was Elena and Felicia were originally the same character.
No,
yeah, because like she was originally going to be basically another person, someone similar to Elena, same happy-go-lucky attitude, but had the ability to change to a panther-like cat creature. In like one of her specials.
Oh, this one? I want to say it's this one.
I will throw as many. Freaking! She's just throwing honey at the person. She's just straight up basting them. I just feel bad because she's just straight up just basting these motherfuckers. Oh yeah, here's this big old thing of honey I'm just gonna throw at you because of whatever reason.
Alright, so that's the Darkstalkers Forever project, and that has a literal breakdown of like all the fucking characters kind of deal. Whereas like, you know, their origins, you know, what they were based off, and their evolution onto the characters we actually grew to know kind of thing. And like, yeah, it's like if you sit there and really go into like Morgan especially and Felicia, like their roles were almost reversed originally. Like they were planned to be backwards, but then as progress on the title continued, just like they became the characters we know them today.
And Rikuya was always a handsome fish man.
We're still going in there, right?
He's always been the handsome fish man for no reason. Even when the pre-production, always a very handsome fish man. Very attractive for a fish man. Just a good-looking fish man all around.
Or at least good roughage. That's bad when you get described as roughage.
Even though you're strangely attractive for a fish man.
There's a achievement in DS version that references that too. The handsome fish man.
Ah yes, the handsome fish man. He's the handsome fishman, or strangely attractive for a fishman, or strangely attractive for a deep-sea creature.
Yeah.
The American cartoon is a gem, but it needs some polish.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, it's like, so Angry forced me to sit down and watch the American cartoon, which I do not recommend in any way, shape, or form.
Hey man, it's painful.
It has one saving grace.
The fishman joke.
Honestly, it's not even the fishman joke. It's like literally watching fucking like, you know what it really reminds me of? Big Brother meets Darkstalkers.
Oh god. Like how they did not explain half of this shit for the kid, whatever the hell he needed to do.
Yup.
He just kind of had to figure this shit as he was going along. Didn't even go to someone teaching this kid how to do a thing, or just in general. He just kind of put two and two together and just kind of made this ship as he was going along.
Sasquatch takes a tactical on it. He's not wrong.
Yes.
He's not wrong.
Yes. Hell, but
Like,
the anime and its
like there's so many fucking moments in that fucking episode, or in the series, for lack of a better term, and I hesitantly call it a series because like the connection between one episode and the next is like
it's not sequential.
Iffy at best.
Hell, the entire series and itself is barely sequential. When you get a actual part 2, it barely makes any sense as is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like, besides the clown car fucking taxi, where it's like, apparently they can fit Sasquatch, fucking,
Felicia, Talbane, Harry, like...
yeah, all in the fucking same taxi, it's like...
Not even people going to the front seat, like, no, they're all sitting in the back seat. Somehow this taxi has this magical empty space pocket dimension bullshit going, which was funny as hell to me.
This is not a taxi, this is a party bus crammed together in one seat.
You damn Skippy.
But, oh god, and then I watched the OVA, and I'm not gonna lie, the OVA is not much better, but it's also just as bad for, like, different reasons.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. But
okay,
at least
the best way I can describe this is, like, the comparison between Rocky Horror Picture Show, the American take, and Rocky Horror Picture Show, the European version.
Oh god. Okay, yeah. That's literally a night. Well, I can't say a night versus day. It's a different night. Same shit, different night.
Yeah, and like the biggest difference between the two fucking kind of deals is like the tone. Like the American version of Rocky Horror Picture Show is like played for laughs, and like a lot of it's kind of a joke.
And they know it's a joke, and that's why we get the whole thing of Tim Curry. Tim Curry just being Tim Curry for whatever reason.
Right. But then, like, then you look at, like, the European version, and, like, a lot of the same content's there, but it, like, the tone is different. So, like, in the European version, like, a lot of the jokes are played straight kind of deal. Which, you know, you could easily do in the American version, they just didn't do it that way. But it kind of just... it wrecks the tone in a lot of broader sense, where it's like, you know, some shit that should be funny is not funny, and other shit that should be not funny is funny, kind of thing.
Because it's a jump to the left.
Right. Like, it's supposed to be ridiculous kind of thing, but it's like, the fact that, like, okay, well now we're just playing it straight kind of thing. It's like, I'm sorry, what? That's not how you play that joke, sir. Good sir. I'm sorry. You're wrong. Do it again.
But it's a jump to the left.
And then we go through the time warp.
And a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips.
Put your knees in touch.
And do the pelvic thrust.
Really drives you insane.
Let's do the time warp again. I love that song. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah. So like that's almost like the tonal fucking difference between like the American one, where it's like, oh well, like it's funny and it's supposed to be funny kind of thing, compared to like the OVA, where it's like, well,
It's more serious than it needs to be.
right, and it comes back around as funny again. For lack of a better term.
I mean, the entirety of the OVA, we're following Donovan and his trials of him being a Darkstalker with the subplot of everyone else.
Right, and like it completely skips over. I want to say his name was David in the original run.
Dimitri.
No, not Dimitri. The sorcerer.
Oh, Harry.
Harry.
I need to change it.
I kind of like how the American cartoon present Anacharis. I mean, I can see that, but that's mostly because Anacharis didn't really have a character in the OVA.
Yeah, well, they kind of gloss over a lot of stuff when Pyron said, like, you know what?
They glossed the fuck over him.
They glossed the fuck out of, like, a lot of the roster when Pyron said, like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm done with this bullshit. It was Anacharis. They glossed over Anacharis, Victor, Rikuyo. He's still handsome, even though he was dying.
Right.
Like most other characters still at least got like some sort of flesh out there. Yeah, and Sasquatch too. Like Sasquatch put up a hell of a fight. I can say that much.
They showed up for like literally like even 20 seconds.
Literally the first opening sequence of Pyron. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just conquering all you assholes myself.
Yeah. And it was like, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's hell. Lord Raptor, played by Scott McNeil in both instances of the American cartoon in OVA. Love that man. Still got his whole scene of him.
Because of Beast Wars.
You goddamn right. He voices Dinobot, motherfucker.
By the way, we also have Broken 2 frames here. Yeah, he's been kind of lurking in the background, but apparently he's back now.
Yeah, it's off the phone finally. I hope that call wasn't important.
It was.
Uh-oh.
It pissed me off to the point that I had to take it off.
Ah, okay. Clean up the filth. The filth!
Because if I didn't, I felt like
It's fair. It's fair.
Well, it's good that you came back refreshed and ready to continue on with our shenanigans.
There's always plenty of chance.
I can't guarantee anything. I
Like
guarantee somewhat happiness, baby.
Hey, this whole Dueling Dragons is all about that shenanigans.
We've all had those phone calls, man. We've all had those phone calls.
Facts. Dueling Dragons is all about shenanigans. Don't get that wrong. But
Well, unintentional, but yes.
yes, but it has to keep up, be all in good fun. Otherwise, nobody's gonna be happy here.
Anyway, getting off the whole thing, but yeah. No, fucking like. So currently we're going on about the whole American versus OVA Darkstalkers run.
Yeah, I was hearing that. I didn't know what to say because it was fucking
Cringy as hell, yes.
It was terrible.
Well, and like, Angry keeps going on about this whole like make Darkstalkers 4 like roster, and which I sit there and says like, you know, I would add 3 characters, 2 of which would be LDC. As like, first off, it's like just to get it out of the way, like all Darkstalkers characters have to return at this point because of the fact is like all the bullshit going on with the different copies and different versions. So ergo, that's my first thing. If you want to sit there and talk a Darkstalkers roster, every character has to come back.
Follow the Smash Brothers role. Everybody is here. No one's excluded.
Right. After that is like, then I would start getting into fucking like, all right, well let's start branching out a little bit. And it's like the first 2 characters I came up with is like, oh, well like Capcom already has access to these characters, and they would be an easy slide in. Fucking Dante and Arthur from fucking Capcom, like with easy DLC characters.
That would be pretty sweet. And not gonna lie, I would actually be pretty hyped for that.
You just want to bulk cancel with Dante, don't you?
I doubt that they might put that in there, but yeah.
At least you're honest.
And then
Oh, I'm never
third,
gonna lie about the stuff I want to be broken as hell in the game.
and then my third option, fucking, is like if we continue down this path, is like, all right, well then we have to make like a true Darkstalker character, fucking compared to the Dark Hunter characters. And it's like that's the thing. It's like, you know what? Throw Harry in there. Like, make Harry a real fucking Darkstalker.
Make him a real boy.
That's what I was about to say.
Make him a real boy.
Hell, if you want to go a little bit extra the long mile, we can do Marionette and Shadow, because Shadow can just basically do like Double Does and Skullgirls. Just has moves that's basically similar to other characters, but generally Shadow, and it still falls under the movie trope of shadow people in horror movies.
Yeah, exactly.
And Marionette can basically be the living doll in name a series from horror movie genre.
Agreed. No, I'm totally down for those. So, that was my opinion on like where to come back to. Like, if they come back for the Darkstalkers 4 rosters, like, there, that's where you go. And you will make so many people happy doing that.
Very much so. Like, okay, what would be your 3 DLC picks?
For me,
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. Yes, sir.
I'd hate to tell you, but I'm actually not that invested in the Darkstalkers / Vampire Savior series. So, like, Jeddah, which you said everyone was here, so that would definitely be somebody who's not on the roster.
Yep.
But I would agree with the idea of like having unlocked characters. So like I would probably say like Jeddah and Pyron would be unlocked characters. Kind of
The
thing.
OG bosses from the previous games be unlockable characters.
Right. Yeah, but like you don't have to work that hard. It's just like you actually have to put in the time, kind of thing.
Kind of like how you can unlock like Akuma and Oni from Street Fighter. Got to do this extra shit.
Darkstalkers.
No, only you had to download.
I'm sorry.
Now remember, like, are you talking about Shin or Oni Akuma?
Oni. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Yeah, like, in Street Fighter 4, you actually had to basically perfect through not die to unlock Akuma in Street Fighter 4. Yeah, QB's essentially going to, hey, here's my entire race of people. We're just going to eat the entire population of the demons. We're hungry. Feed.